All right, so as you know, success in music, success as an artist, it's not a static thing. It's not something where you become successful and then you're good forever. Even with the biggest artists, because what I define success as is being able to stay in that vortex of inspiration and potency, purity, and authenticity at any moment. And 99% of artists fall out of that. And the purpose of why I exist and what I'm here to help disseminate or bring information that I'm here to bring to humanity is how to stay in that vortex, how to stay in that creative flow at all times, so you can bring out the best artwork that's needed for the upliftment of the consciousness. And so success is about maintaining a vibrational state, and it's about holding that and understanding the obstacles that come up toward achieving that, which the obstacles get more and more sneaky and tricky, and they can even get more difficult the more worldly success you have, the more money you have, the more fame you have, the more recognition that you have, because that's usually the point where a lot of artists fall off and they stop striving to this level of authenticity, of purity, because they want to just retain and preserve where they were at, which is impossible because time is always moving. So the main thing I want to talk about now is time. So time is always going back and forth. I mean, it's always going forward. Time is always going forward. Time is the thing that is your most valuable and your most precious asset. And artists' beginning albums are usually the best because they've spent most of their life building momentum towards it. They've started here, and then they're moving up, and they're moving up, and they're moving up, and then they finally hit a point. But sometimes this, unfortunately, becomes their last point. But the artists who are wise and who understand energy keep momentum going, and they never stop. And they keep going up and up. So what you need to understand about success is being able to make a banger. It's being able to make an authentic, pure piece of artwork that never dies. And it's a vibration. It's like there's different levels of vibration. So you achieve success, you make a banger, let's say you get to level 5. You need to hold this. You need to hold it here. How do you hold it? You need to continue to expand yourself. Expansion. Self-expansion. Continue growth. So even if you do get to that level where you have lots of money and recognition, you need to constantly keep reading books. You need to constantly keep improving your craft. You need to constantly look at what is the new information that's coming in. And most importantly, how can you help people with your art? You can get to the highest vibration as an artist through increasing your empathy. And what is empathy? It's being able to feel other people's pain. It's being able to feel and see what's happening in the world and transmit that through your artwork. That's what your purpose is as an artist. If you want to get to a high level, if you want to really be an impactful artist that lasts and impacts generations way past your death. So you have to keep the vibration. It's like swimming. Like, look at this all like underwater, different levels of water. And in order to get to the highest level, you need to keep swimming. You need to keep moving your hands and feet to stay at this level, at least. And then you need to keep engaging in effort to put yourself up to higher levels. Go up and up and up. If you stop swimming, you will go and sink down to the bottom. And your career will be over. Your momentum will be lost. And the more breaks that you take, the more stopping that you do, the harder it is to get back up, because, you know, the water gets more dense as you go down. And then you're eventually with these creatures with the light on it, and you're in complete darkness. And I'm not saying you can never get back up, but the water gets more dense, the pressure gets more dense. So don't be fooled when you start to make it and think you can relax. You can never relax if you want to be an impactful, eternal artist. And that doesn't mean not resting, but it means like you have to always stay on your path of being a servant to the Spirit. You're a servant to the Spirit. You're a servant of the Spirit. You ask what the people need, the collective conscious needs something, and you put it out. And as you continue on your job with that, you continue to be given more, deeper, and bigger responsibilities, and you continue swimming up. It's not easy to keep going up, but it is the most rewarding. So I hope you continue to strive to make art that has meaning and depth, because humanity really needs it right now. Really needs it. And continue going upwards, because as long as you don't give up, you are going to find your audience. Don't give up. Consistency, and iterate. Make sure you iterate. And you don't focus on the wrong things. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of people telling you you need marketing and music video and strategy and all this. That's all bullshit. This is why I'm teaching what I'm teaching too. Because there's so many people preying on musicians. Because they understand how deep it is for artists. They know artists are going to spend money on it. So don't spend money on the wrong thing. I teach artists how to get out of their head, get in the zone, and focus on what's really important. So, if you haven't already, get my book, The Metaphysics of Music. If you've already got that, thank you. I have other things like group artist development and one-to-one artist development if you're interested in taking it to the next level, if you've been stuck for a while and you really want to break through. So, you got to do it. Time to make a banger. Peace.